Yo, what's up everybody? In honor of UFC 307, I wanted to start a video discussing what UFC fighters I think would have Haki. Haki is the power system from One Piece. Now, I'm a huge MMA fan, professional fighter, and also an anime fan, so I think it would be cool to do this little crossover. And a brief explanation of what Haki is, it's the power system in One Piece, and you can put it into 3 categories or 3 different types. There's armament, there's observation, and there's conqueror's Haki, also known as colors of the Supreme King. And here's a brief explanation of all of those.
の覇気、これは見えない鎧を着るイメージを持て。悪魔の実の能力者に対して弱点をつくことを除いては、この武装色の覇気がこの世で唯一の対抗手段であるということ。象は鼻で私の頭を右から狙っている。相手の気配をより強く感じる力、これが見聞色の覇気。これを高めれば視界に入らない敵の位置、その数を扱える者がいる。王色の覇気。
So those are the 3 categories, and I'm just gonna go through the main card, all the fighters that I think would have all types of Haki or maybe just one specific type of Haki. So how I'll be starting this UFC 307 One Piece Haki crossover, I'll be doing the main card and then one additional fight. For the main card, I'll be starting from the bottom to the top. And the first fight on the main card will be Ketlen Vieira versus Kayla Harrison. Now, I think all fighters in the UFC, or at least I'll say specifically on this card, they all have armament Haki. Now, there are advanced versions of armament Haki, which I won't go into, but I will, if I think a fighter might have that advanced one, I'll try to make note of that. So for Ketlen Vieira, from her fights, she's tough, she hits pretty hard. So armament Haki, you know, she's able to use her spirit to defend herself and then also to impose threats on her opponents. I will say that she has just the basic level of armament Haki. Don't think she has observation. Her style does not really show that. She will just kind of walk forward and throw on you and she'll get hit in the process. Nothing wrong with it, she's tough, but just doesn't qualify for observation Haki, nor do I think she has Supreme King Haki, Conqueror's Haki. Her opponent, Kayla Harrison, Judo Olympian, I think that she has at least advanced armament Haki. I do not think that she has observation Haki, and you could make a case to say that she has Conqueror's Haki, but I don't think that she has the aura that Conqueror's Haki users should have. Now, maybe she could train it, maybe some people could say that there's no way she doesn't have it as an Olympian, but I'm not gonna go into that because this is all a make-believe topic anyway. So Ketlen Vieira, armament Haki, Kayla Harrison, advanced armament Haki. The next fight, Roman Dolidze, or Dolidze, however you say it, versus Kevin Holland. Roman is another type that I would say is kind of like Ketlen. You know, hard hitter, walks forward, those overhand rights, and he'll evade a little bit, but not really that much, more of like backing up, circling. So I would say that he's another armament Haki user. I think that that's still a great achievement, but he just doesn't have the skills that I'm seeing that I would classify him as a user of all 3 types of Haki, or even 2 types. You could maybe make a case to say that he has the observation Haki because of one of his knockouts, head kick knockout, where the opponent was throwing a right straight, if I'm not mistaken, and he threw a head kick perfectly timed and caught him with the knee. Now I know sometimes things can happen like that, or the person was actually trying to do that and time that. It's a very hard thing to time. Because he was able to do that in a UFC fight, you could make the case that he has observation Haki. Kevin Holland, on the other hand, I would say that he has armament Haki. Don't know if I'd say he has advanced armament Haki, but I'll also give him observation Haki as well, because he's had some extremely slick finishes. And using one of the examples of his fight against Joaquin Buckley, who's also on this card, that was just picture perfect. Buckley dipped to the right, if I'm not mistaken, and then Holland threw a perfectly timed right straight, boom, and put him out right to the ground. It was a sick knockout. And you know, some of his other finishes, he's had submissions. In order to submit people, sometimes you either have to force it or you set it up. It's way easier to set it up. Some people are brutes and they're able to just latch onto something and take it home with them. Whereas with Kevin Holland, I think he has some strength. I'm not gonna say he's weak, because I don't think he's weak, but I think his skill and his ability to see things is what sets up finishes for him. Yeah, he has armament Haki, and I would say he has observation Haki. Now the next one, Jose Aldo, one of the best MMA fighters of all time. He has all 3 of them. He has armament, observation, and he has conqueror's Haki. There's no fucking way that I would say that he doesn't have all of that. His aura is crazy. His observation, another crazy aspect of his game, and I think it's pretty underrated. His defense is nuts. He does not get hit much, and outside of his loss to Conor, Merab, I know I'm missing maybe another one, or those might be it, I can't remember right now. He does not get hit, and even with the Merab fight, you know, he got held up against the fence. And in the Conor fight, one hitter quitter put him out, but not many people are able to do that to Jose Aldo. And even then, his aura never left him. He's still great. He has amazing boxing skills. His low kicks are crazy. If you saw what he did to Uriah Faber, that's definitely armament Haki, advanced armament Haki worthy. His legs, I'll stitch the picture, but Uriah Faber's legs after that fight, it was just swollen and black and blue. Jose Aldo kicks way too hard for me not to say that he has advanced armament Haki. His aura, I definitely think he can impose his will on people, weaker people for sure, and even people who are just as strong as him. If you're hip to one piece, him and another conqueror's Haki user, if they collided, they would split the sky. All right, his opponent, Mario Batista, super tough fighter. His first fight in the UFC, if I'm not mistaken, was Corey Sandhagen, where he stepped up on 6 days notice. So there is no questioning how tough his mind is and his spirit. So he's gotta have armament Haki, and we could even make a case to say advanced armament Haki. He's extremely tough, you know, he will just fight. He's a fighter. He'll have a bloody nose, whatever, he just will move forward and throw, get his takedowns, do what he has to do. He just doesn't care, he just keeps on going. So I will say Mario Batista has advanced armament Haki. Now the co-main event, Raquel Pennington versus Juliana Pena for the belt. Both of these fighters, I would say that they just have armament Haki. I'm not gonna say advanced. Yeah, regardless of them being, one being a champ, another being a former champ, is just they have armament Haki, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Moving to the main event, we have Alex Pereira versus Khalil Rountree. Now for Alex Pieta, he's another one. All three of them. Conqueror's Haki, observation Haki. Might be a little bit lower for him, but armament Haki is on point. And I say observation Haki is a little bit lower, not as a disrespect, because I do think he has solid defense. It's defense that works for him due to his size, how hard he hits, and his ability to counter. If you've seen some of the pad work he does, that's crazy. And I think that you can't do those things if you don't have some sense of future sight or like a sixth sense, because he is able to evade shots and then crush people with counters. He's a ridiculous matchup, and that's the reason why I'm saying that he has all three forms of Haki. And I would even say that he has an advanced armament Haki as well. Man has cinder blocks for hands. And now we have Khalil Rountree, and I've been struggling with this one because of course he has advanced armament Haki. That guy is tough, he hits hard, and his body has been through a lot. You know, he used to be 300 pounds, he lost it. Dude he's solid. And on top of that, with training Muay Thai, you're gonna be hardening your body up on a regular basis with kicks, punches, elbows, everything. Now, I would give him advanced armament Haki. Now, I don't know if I'd say observation Haki, because he's not the type of fighter that I would consider that has that. But Conqueror's Haki is one that's kind of interesting because he does have an aura to him. And you see the weigh-ins, there's an aura there. It's like he's tough, he's been through a lot. I think he has a very strong mind. I wouldn't bet that he would have Conqueror's Haki, but I feel like he could go toe-to-toe with someone who has Conqueror's Haki, and maybe that's something that he could train if he was in the One Piece world. So I'm saying I don't think he has it, but I definitely think someone like him could train it. And there's a reason why I'm so excited for this fight. And I'm not saying who I'm choosing because that's for another video, but this fight should be fireworks for that reason. And I can't wait to see it. And that brings me to my, honorable mentions. Stephen Thompson versus Joaquin Buckley. I'll start with Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. I think he has armament Haki. I think he has observation Haki. If you just watch some of his fights, being a karate guy, he has great counters and he also has great blitzes. Now, some of his knockouts, just him being able to see and take advantage of those openings, is the reason why I say he has observation Haki. His ability to hit and not get hit is another reason why I am saying that he has observation Haki. And I don't think he has Conqueror's Haki. He doesn't give off that aura. Now his opponent, Joaquin Buckley, tough 170, former 185er. I don't think he has anything except for armament Haki. He has not shown me anything that would dictate he has Conqueror's Haki. He doesn't give off that aura. He's kind of like a goofy cat who can fight. I'll give him that. He's tough. He's been in the UFC and had many fights, so anybody who's able to do that is tough. You gotta give credit where credit is due. But other than armament Haki, I don't think he has anything. He doesn't have Conqueror. So I'll give him armament Haki. He does not have observation. He does not have Conqueror's Haki. This has been my UFC 307 One Piece Haki crossover. I'll be trying to do more of these for different UFC cards, numbered and just UFC fight nights. Let me know what you think about my choices for the Haki users, and if you agree or disagree, if you think I'm just flat out wrong or you think I'm an idiot. I welcome it all. It doesn't matter to me. Now, what you can do is share one of these videos with your friends and family. Of course, like it, and always subscribe to my YouTube channel. Now I'm going to be dropping my socials at the bottom, so you can follow me at JP_too_much on Instagram and TikTok. And then if you're on Reddit, I'm on there too, /JPSTLOUIS18. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be on the lookout for more, and I plan on growing this YouTube channel.
Described him as one of the most dangerous men on the face of the earth.